What's up, everybody? Barrett-Jackson just finished. So I went through and I picked out 25 of my favorite cars that sold for whatever reasons. They all have different reasons, but not necessarily 20, and they're all Mopar. Not necessarily 25 most expensive or 25 most desirable or anything like that, but it's 25 that really stood out to me. So first up, as you can see on the screen, is this 05 Magnum. It does have a 300C front fascia on it, which isn't too crazy of a mod to do. And I do think the whatever paint's going on the fender wheels there is atrocious, and the rims are atrocious. But it is an RT Magnum that sold for only $7,700. So a good price. It's only $7,700, and that isn't that big of a deal. But the mileage on it is 2,500 actual miles. So that's really, really low. So basically a brand new Magnum for $7,700. Can't beat that. Next up is this 1999 Durango, which you're probably thinking, why the hell is that on my list? It's because it is a Shelby Durango SP360. It's pretty rare. They are numbered. I can't even remember what they're numbered to now anymore. Maybe it was 360. I don't remember. But they're pretty hard to find variant, and it sold for only $7,100. So that's a pretty good deal. Next up is a Viper. Sold for 55 grand. It's a first gen 94. Only 10,000 original miles, which is really good. That's why the price commanded so much. One thing I do hate about the 94 really early Vipers is the Hot Wheels rims that are plastic. It's kind of terrible. Next up is a General Lee clone. Some sort we got going on here. Sold for 66 grand. All these prices that they sold for do include the buyer premium, which I think is 10% through Barrett-Jackson. So that's the actual price that they truly did pay for it. And next up is another old Charger, 68, custom hardtop. Sold for 71 grand, 440 on it. Pretty nice car. Not necessarily a huge fan of the design of these Norm Super Challengers, but I mean, there's not a lot done to it. It's got rims and a little bit of body work. Nothing crazy at all. Stock drivetrain. I think it might literally just be that side stripe, the rims, and like the shifter maybe. Now it looks like a stock shifter. Anyways, still it sold for way more than I thought it would. It's $38,500 for 2009. I really wish it would put the mileage up in the top right there, so not to search for it every time. But yeah, it surprisingly sold for more than I thought it would. It looks clean, but $38,500 you can get a 392, a brand new 392 for that basically. This might be my low-key favorite of the entire auction. It's a bone stock 06 SRT8. It sold for almost 24 grand, which is not bad. But like looking at the condition of it, it's literally perfect, and it has only 5,400 miles on it, which is just absolutely insane. Really beautiful example of that car. Yeah, I think that's a really good. Somebody had a really good car there. Next up, another Viper 04, which is the second year. Oh, it's testing my knowledge. Second year of the third gen. 21,000 miles on it. It only sold for $37,500, so it's like you could get that Norm Super Challenger or a Viper. It's a pretty easy one for me, but to each their own. Next up is a Sublime RT recreation, so it's just a clone of a 71 Challenger. I thought it looked pretty good, with the exception the rims kind of don't really fit in my opinion, but to each their own. Car has 17,000 miles since the rebuild, it looks like, but sold for $33,000, not bad. Next up, one of my favorite color Challengers. I wonder why. 72, like under the hood is just beautiful on this car. Interior's super simple and clean, and it's clearly a resto mod, but it's very nicely done. Sold for 60 grand, so for the price of a Hellcat, you could have got this. Not that I'm saying one's better than the other, but you know what I'm saying. Next up is 96 RT10. This is a Carroll Shelby limited edition. I don't really know too much about that limited edition. I think it's got So it's 5 of 50. So really, really low numbers. Looks like it's signed on that looks like the dash. It sold for 88 grand, which is obviously a lot. I mean, for what it is, one of 50 first gen Viper, not too bad. Actually, that'd be second gen technically, maybe. I don't remember. Next up, this is my this may be my second favorite car of the. This might be even better than that SRT. Yeah, I'm going on a limb and I'm saying it. This is the best car in here until I see another one that I really liked. 51 grand. This is one of the drag packs that they sold. It comes with a Viper motor in it, as you can see there. It's not street legal, which kind of sucks, but whatever. I don't know why it couldn't have been street legal. Well, I guess it's just missing a lot of street legal compliant pieces. Anyways, it's just a Challenger with a Viper V10 with some giant slicks on the back. 6-speed, giant tack in there. Those are Viper seats too. I didn't even notice that before. But they only made 50 of them, and it's NHR super stock. It's pretty sweet. And it was only 51 grand, so less than the price of a Hellcat, almost half the price of a Demon. Which, by the way, I don't have the Demons on here because whatever, they're new and I don't even know why they sold for so much. This one I was like, oh, that's kind of stupid. Why'd they make a Dodge Challenger or Charger? I'm sorry, tribute car for Fast and Furious? And then I saw that this one was used in Fast and Furious 4 as well as Fast 5 and 2009. It's a complete hero car. What a hero car means in movie terms is it's a full build car. So it wasn't there for stunt cars, which maybe might just be a body on a different rolling chassis. Or there's tons of different things. Or they might have a show car, which this is pretty much a hero car. Pretty much is a show car. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Sold for a lot less than I thought it would. 96 grand for a car that was featured in 2 films. Next up is a 70 Challenger. Really like the top banana on it. It's the yellow color there. Looks like a very, very clean car. Sold for 88 grand. Not too bad. Another B5 Blue 71 Challenger. Not a huge fan of that spoiler, but it is what it is. A 446 pack. Interior is very, very, very blue as well. Jeez, look at how blue. It's quite blue. Next up is a Hellcat. Now this one boggled my mind in the wrong type of way. This is a joint venture between Mopar and Forgato Wheels. I honestly just don't get why it sold for 82 grand. Car's probably worth. I mean, I know it's a custom wide body, but you could just go buy a 2018 Hellcat wide body for less. I don't get it. Still a nice car though. Hopefully whoever got it's happy with it. This almost blew my mind. $165,000 already ACR Vipers are going for. It's like $120,000, $130,000 car stock. 4,300 miles on it. And then an ACR TA. Look at that. It sold for almost $250,000 already. It's a year old. There's 125 of them. That's absolutely bonkers. Dodge has got to bring the Viper back if they're already fetching double MSRP a year after their demise. This is a car that I will own someday. I'll pull a Doug DeMuro and get one. 96 GTS. This color combo is available in 96 and 97, but these are creeping up, man. 70 grand. This car was 45 grand 5 years ago. So, I guess this one's only 1,500 miles, but still. Crazy deal. This one is a 05 Ram SRT 10. This is another truck that I'd really, really love to own one day. Looks really clean. It's the Yellow Fever, which is limited to 500. Really cool car, or truck, I should say. Then we got that GTS again because I opened it twice. 95 Viper RT10 custom Roadster. Yeah, I don't know how much of a fan of this car I am. It's just like, I don't like the rims. I don't like the bodywork that's done on it. The side exhaust is odd. Like, is it painted? Oh, it's painted with snakeskin. Yeah, not a fan. 33 grand. I guess like maybe you could buy it and put it back to stock. I don't know. A car that's hated by most but loved by me is the Prowler. So I got two Prowlers on here. 25 grand. These things have not gone down in value over the last 15 years, man. They're just, well, not maybe 10 years, but they're holding their value steadily. There's a CUDA, 340 CUDA in, I don't even know, is that, I'm not sure exactly which color that is, but it's nice. It's clean. And then this one I thought was really cool. It's a Prowler with the matching like luggage trailer, which is stupid and cool at the same time. But it's, I don't know, I wish they had pictures under the hood, because it does have a Novi supercharger on it, and see, I don't why do I have the horsepower rating? Added 110 horsepower, so it's at 360 horsepower, which for that small of a car should be able to book quite along pretty well. But that's gonna do it. Let me know down in the comments if I missed anything cool that's Mopar from Barrett-Jackson 2018 Scottsdale. If you agree or disagree with me, let me know. What was your favorite car that I picked out here? I'm going to go with mine was probably that the Viper-powered drag pack Challenger. But that is it. I'm out. Be sure to subscribe if you made it this far. Like the video. All that cool stuff. I appreciate it. I am out.